Fitness Pilates is a variant of normal Pilates. In the class we build on a lot of the moves that were developed by Joseph Pilates, who was the creator of the Pilates discipline. But we take these moves and we make them a bit more modern, we make them a bit more varied. So we move in all directions, we twist around, we bend down, we kind of try and replicate some of the moves that we might do in normal life, such as bending down to pick something up off the floor or twisting round to take something out of the back seat of the car, because learning to do these moves in a controlled way means that when we do these moves in our day-to-day life, we're less likely to hurt ourselves. So that's one of the components of Fitness Pilates, moving in all directions. Another thing that we often do is use small pieces of equipment, such as these mini balls, and also fitness bands like this. They are lots of fun to use, they provide a bit of a variety and they also make the class a bit more interesting. Take one hand out into a diagonal, put the other hand on top of it, creep your fingers forward as you feel the stretch kick. The format of the class is just in 3 or 4 bits. We start off spending a couple of minutes thinking about our posture. So I take you through the technique of how to stand correctly. Then we go into our warm-up, which is about mobility and about stretching dynamically. We then work on our balance for a few minutes, do some exercises to improve that, before going on to the main section of the class, which is usually on the mats, sometimes using the equipment, sometimes not. And finally, we finish off with some flexibility work to really stretch out at the end of the class. You're breathing. If you want a breathing pattern, you're breathing out and in. I'd always make sure that you could work at your own pace. I show different levels of exercises, so you can choose which level feels right for you. You can move between the levels. You can always take a break or a rest whenever you want, have a stretch out, because it's your workout, so you go at a pace that suits you. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. This exercise is really good for just stretching out the intercostal muscles around your ribs. You can get a lot of variety because we would take the classical Pilates and we'd change it, make it more modern, we'd move in all different directions. And if you were advanced, then I would show you ways that you can progress. So I might explain ways that you can make the exercises harder to make sure that you're challenged and again can work at the maybe more challenging level that's right for you. Engage your tummy muscles as you lift and lower those legs. And again here you choose how big you want to make this movement. You might be able to lift quite high or just